Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dynasty 3890 here. I am back with another MLB 17 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're doing my personal favorite top 5 third basemen that I've used this year. Now, my list and your list will probably be different, but basically it's just cards that either can be third baseman as their primary position or a secondary position, and I've had to have used them this year. So there could be a card that I've not used. Like the 96 Longoria, for instance. I have not used that card, so he's not eligible for the list. So if you're wondering why I didn't include a name, odds are I haven't used them. So that's just a little quick heads up. But this is my list. I want to hear what your list is down below in the comments. If you're new to the channel, you want more top 5 lists like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it with number 5. Starting off our list here at number 5 is Jake Lamb, a live series silver card. And you're probably thinking, Kate asked you, why are you including this card? Because he destroys right-handed pitching. Now, I would not use him in my Dynasty team anymore. In events, yes, like especially when you have an overall limit, I'm using Jake Lamb. I know he can't hit lefties. I don't care. I'll make sure he only faces right-handed pitching. In Battle Royale, if this guy comes up, I'm taking Jake Lamb because he can also play first and left field. So he has a little bit of flexibility there. But, I mean, he's normally like a 4 or 5 star card in Inside Edge. Today, he has 99 power versus right-handed pitching. He has 96 contact versus right-handed pitching. His fielding is suspected, only has 69. Nice. His 73 arm strength is something to be desired. His vision's relatively low. Power versus up to 64, so that's okay. He has good discipline at 84, but I just rake with this guy. The power is legit. This is mostly like a card that I would recommend to use if you're in Battle Royale, or if you're in events, or if you're really rocking a budget squad in Diamond Dynasty, or you're trying to challenge yourself to like an all-silver team, or try to limit your overall to a certain amount. Jake Lamb's so good, guys. Yeah, ask anyone who does a lot of BR. I guarantee they say Jake Lamb's a must if you get him as an option. But yep, there's my number 5, guys, Jake Lamb. Number 4 on my list is Anthony Rendon. Not his live series card, which recently got an upgrade, but his breakout card that you get through Conquest. Now, he doesn't really wow you with many things except contact versus left, but he's just really solid, and I like his stance, like his swing. It works for me. There's people who I struggle with, like I always mention Stanton. I can't use Stanton for whatever reason, but Rendon's a card I can use. So he has 70 contact versus right, 91 versus left, 76 power versus right, 55 versus left. It's kind of weird. He has really good contact versus left, but bad power versus left. But versus right-handed pitching, which you face more often than not, he has better power, which I always like. His 76 vision is really good. His fielding 74, which I feel like is too low, but that's just me. Not much speed, but I feel like I never had to worry about him making a play. Like, I feel like he didn't have problems making plays. And a good thing about this card is he can also play first and second base, so you can put him over on the right side of the infield if you want. But a really solid card, nothing too crazy, but it's very easy to get. You get him through Conquest, some of the missions there, and you get yourself an 87 overall third baseman, which was in my lineup for the longest time till we got some new upgrades. But there we go. Number 4, Anthony Rendon. Number 3 on the list is Miguel Sano. And you guys know one thing about Miguel Sano, it's power. And that's why I like him. He normally has a relatively good inside edge rating. Not always like a 4 or 5, but I feel more often than not he has a 4 or 5. He does every once in a while get like a 1 or 2 star. But for instance, today that I'm recording this, he has 98 power versus right and 92 power versus left. That's not bad. His contact is in the 60s, upper 60s to low 70s, but with inside edge at 77 versus right. His vision's garbage, which does affect it. He has really good discipline, though. His fielding's a 68, which is, like I said, I like fielding at third base, but I feel like you need like a good bat there, and a lot of these guys that I'm mentioning have really good bats. His arm strength is nice at 69. Overall, it's a really good, solid card that just hits bombs. And he's one of these cards, I'm going to mention another guy in a minute, that you feel like you hit the ball and you still hit it for a home run. Miguel Sano does that. Not as often as another guy I'll be mentioning on this list in a little bit, but this card just absolutely hits bombs. So if you want a guy relatively cheap, I don't know what he's going for now. I got him back when he was, I think, a silver when I did the Twins collection. He's still probably relatively cheap. Yeah, get yourself a power-hitting third baseman. I mean, you can't get too much better than mid to upper 90s power, can you? Number 2 on the list is Michael Jack Schmitt. Now, this is actually a first baseman, not a third baseman. Everyone thinks Mike Schmidt's a third baseman. This is actually the reward for doing the team epic for the Philadelphia Phillies, which is very easy to do. They don't have any gold players. So, if you want this card, I recommend go do it. Now, if you look on the card art, it says, like, on the card itself, because this card is from 1985, it says third baseman Mike Schmitt. However, in 1985, he played mostly first base. Unfortunately, when I did the collection, I thought this was a third baseman. His defense doesn't take that much of a hit, though, over there, and he's a guy who has really good power. Unlike the Sano or the Lamb, he actually has good vision, which definitely helps. No, I take that back. Not good vision, above average vision, 65. But he has the 95 power versus right, only 75 power versus left. The contact's so okay, nothing crazy. It's an average to above average. Really good discipline, but his fielding's at 77, 78, which actually is the highest rated fielder we have at third base in this list. Now, in prior years, I always wanted great defense at third base, and I think this year why I'm not really moving towards that is just because first baseman and third baseman animations this year have been just garbage. Like, they'll just miss, like, everyone will miss amazing plays. You can put God himself at third base, and he's going to miss a play because he's just going to get a bad animation where he's going to just let a ball go by him. So, if you're going to have bad animations, might as well just get a guy who can hit, and this Schmitt can hit, guys, especially versus right-handed pitching. Doesn't do bad against left-handed pitching, but like I said, for how easy it is to do just the team epic for the Phillies collection probably cost you maybe 5,000 steps to do. If you were doing it from scratch, maybe 5,000 steps. It's very cheap, and you get yourself this Michael Jack Schmitt, my second favorite third baseman, even though he's a first baseman, that I've used this year. And lastly, guys, number one, if you guys follow me on Twitch or Twitter, you probably knew the answer to this list right when we got into it. It's Edgar Martinez. Now, this card is the team epic for the Seattle Mariners, 96 overall, and this dude rakes. So he's got 97 contact versus right, 99 contact versus left. Holy cow. 97 power versus right, 91 power versus left, 82 vision, 98 discipline, 96 clutch. Fielding is 53, his arm strength is 60. You can bunt on Edgar Martinez, and he's probably not going to do a good play. Like, his arm he has a noodle arm. That ball takes forever to get there. His speed is bad at 39. But like I said, animations at third base are relatively broken, so unless you hit like a weak ground ball to third base that the pitcher or catcher can't get, that's where you can take advantage of this card. I don't care, because when he's batting, he's going to hit a ball at 10,000 feet. I've mishit so many balls with Edgar Martinez where like your controller rumbles, you're like, oh, that's a lazy fly ball. That gets out, and it gets out easily to like 10 rows deep. This card just absolutely destroys hitting. I originally got him in Battle Royale. I love that card. I then was able to pull the Cano, which is like the expensive part for the collection, in a program pack. I then just bought the rest. I thought this card was so good when he was in BR. I had to get him again. If you guys just want a third baseman that absolutely destroys every type of pitching but can't field, this is an option. Now, you can also put him at first base. That's another option for you guys, where first base isn't as, you don't, like, if he has a noodle arm, well, first base, you don't need it. But he is a third baseman by trait, so I'm putting him on the list. My favorite third baseman. I want to hear in the comments down below, guys, who is your top 5 favorite list? And if you've used Edgar Martinez like me, he might be my favorite card I've used this year, especially when in the batter's box. That's just me. I would love to hear what you guys think about that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like if you did. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.